I'll call it. No, I'll call it. Page 11. Yeshmer Shabbat El Yishmereini. Yeshmer Shabbat El Yishmereini. Odi leol me'at Beino veini. Odi leol me'at Beino veini. Yeshmer Shabbat El Yishmereini. Yeshmer Shabbat El Yishmereini. Odi leol me'at Beino veini. Odi leol me'at Beino uveini. Shabbat Shalom. Page 12. Lechu neranena Yai lai la lai la Adonai Yai lai la Hareya Yai la Letzur Yisheinu Yai la Let us sing unto God, Maker of all, sure and strong. Let all of creation, from mountain to sea, hear our song. Let huneranena, yai lai la Adonai, yai la Nareya, yai la Letzur Isheinu, yai la For all of the wonder in all of God's light, we rejoice. So now let us listen with all of our heart to hear God's voice. Lechu neranena, yai la Adonai, yai la Nareya, lai Letzur Isheinu, yai la yai We continue now welcoming Shabbat by lighting the Shabbat candles. I'm delighted to invite Hunter's family to lead us in lighting the candles. There are matches. You can just come from that side. Perfect. You can. It's probably easier from that side. Yeah. There's a pretty tall candlesticks. As we Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner להדליק נר של Shabbat. He's looking very serious tonight. It's important. Page 20. Lechando di likat kalai alanai 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 nei Shabbat mekabela Lechando di likat kalai alanai 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 nei Shabbat mekabela Shamor vezachor בדיבור אחד השמיענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמו אחד לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה לך דודי לקראת קלי עלני 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 די שבת Kabbalat Shabbat likrat kalai alanai 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 nei Shabbat Kabbalat likrat Shabbat venelecha ki mekor abracha קדם נסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה לך דודי לקראת קלי עלני 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 ני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלי עלני 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 ני שבת נקבלה התעוררי התעוררי כי באורך ומאורי אורי אורי שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לך דודי לקראת קלי עלני 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 ני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלי עלני עלני ני שבת נקבלה בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה לך דודי לקראת קלי עלני 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 ני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלי עלני 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 ני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת. נקבלה. Page 22. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. כי שימחתני אדוני בפועלך, במעשה ידיך ארנן. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני מאוד, עמקו מחשבותיך. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. לזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. Page 24. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei Amlachim, Akadosh, Baruch Hu, Boachem Leshalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei Amlachim, Akadosh, Baruch Hu, Barchuni Leshalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei Amlachim, Akadosh, Baruch Hu. Tzedchem leshalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei Amlachim, Akadosh, Baruch Hu. Yananai, nai, 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 yananai, nai, 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 yananai, nai, yananai, nai, yananai, nai, 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 yananai, nai, nai, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh, Baruch. We turn now to Baruch Hu on page 28. Would you please rise if you are able? Baruch Hu et Adonai, Amevorach, Baruch Adonai Amvorach, Leolam va'ed, Leolam, 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 Leolam. Please be seated. Top of page 31, we're joined together. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars, creator of the tide of time and light. You guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Day and night, show us the way, teaching us to number our days. When we rise, when we lie down, Ahavat Olam, Ki Hem Chayenu, Ve'orech Yameinu, Uvahem Negeh, Yomam V'Layla, Ahavat Olam, Beit Israel, Amcha Avta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta. Ki hem chayenu, Ve'orech yameinu, Uvahem negeh, Yomam v'Layla, Ahavat Olam, Beit Israel, Amcha Avta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta. Ahavat Olam, Beit Israel, Amcha Avta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta. Ki hem chayenu, Ve'orech yameinu. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Israel. We praise you, Adonai, who loves your people, Israel. Would you please rise for the Shema? Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Shem Tevo, Malchuto, Leolam, Leolam Vaed. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. Please be seated. Page 40. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, תורת תהילות אוסף אלה, מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה זה לי, ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר כיפד אדוני את יעקב, יעקב, וגאה לו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, תורת תהילות עושה פלא, עושה פלא, עושה פלא, פלא. Middle of page 42, we join together. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace, and raise us up, our guardian, to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel, and for your name's sake be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. Guard our going and coming to life and to peace. Baruch atah Adonai, haporetz sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Page 44. Shameru b'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל עודי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל עודי. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. ביני ובין בני ישראל עודי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל עודי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. We turn now to page 46. Would you please rise for the Amidah if you are able? Adonai sefatai tiftachu pi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך חוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה, אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו, שני עפר מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. We continue the rest of the Amidah in silence, and you may be seated when you're ready. Page 62. Imrei fi vehegion libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, vegohali leratzon imrei fi vehegion libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, vegohali Shabbat Shalom. We continue now with the Mishaberach, the prayer for healing. Sorry, too many pages. Page 253. This evening, as we say the words of Mishaberach, we are praying for health of our loved ones, family, and friends. Tonight, in particular, we are thinking of Frank Murphy, Shmuel ben Mendel, Surah bat Shmuel, Sharon Rocha, Rachel Perlman, Lucy Aloka, Karen Waters, Yitzhak Herschel ben Meir, Amy Goldberg, Pam Conford, Carlene Wagner, Ray Corby, Aaron O'Connor, Jeffrey Liskin and Jose Flores, Jill and Dennis McDevitt, Michael ben Hunan, Harold Stern, Nachum ben Fegele, Brad Marcus, Gershon ben Label, Howard Koenig, Jay Alpert, Sharon Alpert, and Yosef ben Shmuel. Would you like to add other names to the prayer for healing? Baruch atah Adonai Rofeh Cholim, blessed are you Adonai, who sends healing to those who are in need of healing. Page 253. Mishebera Avoteinu Mekor Abracha Leimoteinu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishebera Imoteinu Mekor Abracha Leavoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, their renewal of body, their renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Believe it or not, we are coming to the end of month of Tishrei. Not yet. We still have a little bit left, and it's actually quite remarkable at this point to stand and to say, wait a second, it's been less than a month since Rosh Hashanah, and we certainly pack a lot into the month of Tishrei, but it is coming to an end. We're about to make an announcement of the new month that begins next week. And of course, that is a wonderful annual reminder that the month of Cheshvan is feeling kind of left out because there are all these festivals in the month before, and there's Hanukkah, which is all 8 days in the month after in Kislev, or at least it begins in Kislev. But Cheshvan does not have any festivals. And so traditionally it is referred to as Mar Cheshvan. Like the name that you may have heard is Mar Cheshvan, which one of the ways of reading Mar is, if you remember your book of Ruth, where Naomi says, don't call me Naomi, which is pleasant, my life has not been pleasant, call me Mara, because my life has been bitter. So Mar means bitter. So Mar Cheshvan is saying that Cheshvan somehow is bitter because it doesn't have any festivals. You make of it what you will. In modern Hebrew, you also say Mar so-and-so, but that actually means Mr. So I think Mar Cheshvan, instead of being bitter Cheshvan, we should say that we're giving it more kavod, we're giving it more honor. It's Mr. Cheshvan to you, I guess. Well, yes, and it's also known as the month in which we only have Shabbat. How it feels very different, I think, especially after this Tishrei, when we had, it feels like we had a celebration almost every other day. So, page 261, for the blessing for the new month. Yehi ratzon milfanecha, Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imotenu. May it be your will, Adonai our God and God of our ancestors. Shetechadesh aleinu et hachodesh haba letova ve'levracha. That you renew for us this coming month for good and for blessing. Vatiten lanu chaim arukim, chaim shel shalom. That you give us long life. Chaim shel shalom, life of peace. Chaim shel parnasah, life of economic prosperity. Chaim shitehevanu ahavat Torah v'irat shamayim, life which is filled with love of Torah and the fear of heaven. Chaim shimal'u mishalot libeinu letova, a life in which the longings of our hearts are fulfilled for good. And let us say, Amen. Rosh Chodesh Cheshvan, Iyeh B'yom Revi'i Yom Chamishi, the new month of Cheshvan, or Mar Cheshvan if you would like, begins on Wednesday and Thursday. It's a 2-day Rosh Chodesh. May it come to us, to all Israel, and to all humanity for good blessings, and we will never tire of saying this, for peace. Shabbat Shalom. So, hi Hunter. I hear something special is happening tomorrow. I think he's practicing the poker expression, okay? Not letting the emotions through. Very good. We're very excited. For those of you who did not get a chance to see it, Hunter and I discussed it. He didn't necessarily agree to it, but we discussed the fact that since his bar mitzvah was Shabbat Bereshit, and since he's been practicing the days of creation, that I would call upon him to read on Simchat Torah. What I didn't tell him was that, of course, it's a different Torah scroll, and so he passed with flying colors. You were amazing. It's like a mini rehearsal in between the final rehearsal and or just before the final rehearsal, I think. We're very excited, very proud of you. Very much looking forward to celebrating. So we're starting, and you get to start at the very, very beginning. It's pretty cool. You start with the very first words of Torah, and this is the time of year when the cycle of reading has completed, and we don't pause, as you saw. We finished reading Deuteronomy, and then as long as it took us to open the scroll, a couple of minutes, and we straight away jumped into Genesis, because that's how we do it. And yet, something happens. We're reading the same text. The text is exactly the same. In fact, the text has not been changed for over 2,000 years. There are some earlier manuscripts that may have little variations of the text. So if you, one of these days, you'll take a good academic class in college, and you will learn all about concordance and all of these other ways in which these multiple manuscripts are being traced. But we're talking about occasionally a typo and occasionally a slightly different tradition. But by and large, the text remains unchanged for well over 2,000 years. And we know this because in the Dead Sea Scrolls, we have had scrolls uncovered which are well over 2,000 years old, and the text is unchanged. So it's a pretty special experience. So the question is, why are we reading the same text over and over and over? You don't have to respond now. He's going to give us a wonderful Dvar Torah tomorrow. I encourage you to hear it. But the reason is the text is sacred, and we seek depth in it. But also, there's a recognition that every year it comes around, the text is the same, but we are not the same. And as we continue to change and to grow and mature, or perhaps become less mature, which both are very appropriate, by the way, they are just acknowledgments of change. The text, or different aspects of the text, different facets of the text, come out for us. Over the centuries, the rabbis and the commentators have engaged with the text and read it often quite differently. Same text, and they didn't read it differently because somehow they would bring a very different idea. They read it differently because we're humans. We all approach life and text with very different opinions, partially because we have different opinions, but partially because of our personalities. When we look at the text, it plays for us with a slightly different angle, with a slightly different facet. And that's why we keep coming back to it. And of course, as those of you who sit in the Torah study on Saturday morning, we know that every year we look at the same text, and then this conversation, by the way, happens every couple of weeks. When did this get here? that wasn't there last time I was reading it. And while it may feel like a humorous quote, it really isn't. The text, of course, has always been there, but it just didn't hit us in the way in previous times that we read. That's why we study the text in a group, so that we are not just sitting with whatever is hitting us this year. We're also sitting communally with what we are all experiencing, bringing these individual experiences to our understanding and our study of the text. So we begin anew. We're full of excitement. We will begin tomorrow morning by once again opening the scroll up here. We very much look forward to that. And we continue to come back as a community with and we have multiple prayer books with which we can enrich our understanding. Words may be the same, but we are different every time. Page 283, would you please rise for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabech l'Adon HaKol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא שם חלקנו לאחד את שמו, וגור עלינו להמליך מלכותו, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו Echad. So we turn to page 294 and conclude our service with Kaddish. Please remain standing. Tonight we remember those whose yahrzeits occur this time of year. Barbara Siegel, wife of Howard. Arlene Sobelman, mother of Barbara Larkin. June Gordon, aunt of Susan Pinsky-Bleeks. Ann Gordon, grandmother of Susan Pinsky-Bleeks. Jackie Stoltzman, sister-in-law of Peter and Lee. Earl Harris, uncle of Peter Stoltzman. Dorothy Weinbaum, mother of Noreen Pokras. Aaron Goldstein, father of Rochelle Cannell. Laurie Schuster, remembered by Tracy Izoshev. Albert Rozovsky, grandfather of Risa Siegel. William Wardle, father of Bob. Frank Messenger, great-uncle of Lorraine Heidi. Bob Goldhammer, father of Steve. And Harvey Gardy, father of Paulette Marcus. We also remember those who passed away in recent weeks and months. Ethan Veely, Sue Collins, Susan Joy Warter, Grigori Farbman, Joan Marinelli, Julian Fleischman, David Pokras, Miriam Wexler, Fred Stephen Cohen, Phil Pivauer, and Paolo Ruben Rodriguez. Is there anyone else here observing a yahrzeit? Zecher Tzadik Livracha, may the memory of righteous endure for a blessing, may comfort come to all the mourners as we say the words of Kaddish together. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabba, be'alma divrach reuteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon u'b'yomeichon u'b'chayei dechol beit Israel, ba'agala u'b'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevarach la'alam u'le'almei almaya, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ויאמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. Ose shalom bimromav, uyase shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Israel, ve'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, and let us say, please be seated. Shabbat shalom. I am delighted to call on Melissa. She has a lot of tasks tonight. I think we'll start with announcements. Yeah. I think this way you this way you get it out of the way and then.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Shabbat Shalom, a warm welcome to all of our community here, whether you're a longtime member or a newcomer. Thank you to Dan Rabinowitz and Darcy Lab for hosting tonight's Oneg in honor of Hunter's Bar Mitzvah. Tomorrow morning, 10:30, everybody please be there. This Monday at 7 p.m., Chris Radler is leading the Sisterhood book discussion on Stoneyard Devotional by Charlotte Wood. Please RSVP to Susan and tell her you're coming. The Hebrew for Adults class is starting from the beginning on Sunday, 10/26 at 10 a.m. Please register in advance. TE Adult Education is presenting Alfred Dreyfus, the man at the center of the affair, a conversation with Professor Maurice Samuels on November 4th at 7:30 p.m. Congregations of Orange Collaborative is holding a panel discussion, Do Politics Belong on the Pulpit? Sunday, October 19th at 4 p.m. at the St. Joseph of Arimathea Church. Rabbi Angela Buchdahl from Central Synagogue in New York City will be in conversation about her recently released memoir on October 24th at 4:15 at the Slifka Center at Yale. And finally, Sunday, November 2nd at 2 p.m., there will be a JCAR fundraiser for the refugees at the Slifka Center. Registration is required. Are there any other brief announcements, TE related? Okay. Now for the star of the show. Hunter, you have to come up. Yes. Now we have lots of things for Hunter. I will bite. Oh, I definitely bite. But where's the most important part?
It's over. It's right in front of you. Right in front of you.
No, that's the cup.
Right.
Where's,
Oh, it's on the back. Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, it's inside out. Okay. So as a representative of the board, Hunter, you're at the point where you get your name tag. And then soon you'll get to decorate it with all the kind of cool things that a lot of the madrichs do. And you will join our huge band of madrichim, I hope. I have to say, and Rabbi has already sort of stolen my part of what I was going to say. I mean, Simchas Torah was fantastic. And seeing Hunter pivot so quickly and accommodate so quickly to the rabbi's request, reading a different scroll, standing up, and being called, hey, read this portion. And he was absolutely flawless and smooth.
I mean, he knew he was reading the portion.
But
he just didn't know it was
how?
going to be
But also
thing.
standing up in a different position.
I mean, I didn't completely out of the blue said, hey, Hunter, you want to come? Like, I'm not that.
But I think this says, Hunter is an ice hockey player. I think this just shows his cool reserve and ability to react quickly to a puck coming at him.
He spends a little time on ice.
Ice. He's ice, right. So we're welcoming you to the adult part of the community. It is not the end of your education. This is hopefully just the start. There is a one-year young adult membership for the JCC that is just for you and not necessary for your parents, although they have to get you there still. And your Kiddush Cup, which hopefully you'll enjoy many Friday nights and be able to be the head of your own family and recite the blessing, which you're going to lead us in a minute, in a moment. But next, Janet.
Thank you. Well, not that far. So I had the pleasure of teaching Hunter this year in our last school year in our B'nai Mitzvah class, and he was great. He worked hard, and especially, I don't know if you realize this, but whenever a child has a ceremony in the fall, there's always the danger of them forgetting everything over the summer and having to kind of relearn everything. But Hunter did not do that as far as I know. I know he worked with Rabbi when he came back in the school year, but I heard him practicing the other day. He sounds just fantastic. I was very impressed, by the way, with your Torah reading on Simchat Torah. That was not for the faint of heart to get in front of the whole congregation when you hadn't done that before. Yashar Koach, fantastic. On behalf of the sisterhood, we have a sister congregation in Israel called Kabbalat Shabbat, and we have made a donation in your honor to their friendship garden to beautify Israel. Thank you. And you can put all this stuff in this bag, so you don't have to worry about where it is, and we're going to give this to your folks.
I'm going to take this off for the moment.
Sure. if you want to.
I can manage to.
Put it in there, and now it's time
And
for
now,
your Kiddush.
I'm going to invite all of you to rise. Sharkot.
I have my binder.
Well, it's okay. I can open a page for you here. Let's see. There we go. Go for it.
Do I?
You
Touch
can,
this?
yeah, do I touch this? He says. Yes, yeah, the general idea is that Kiddush cup, you hold it. So pick it up, there we go, like this.
ויהי ערב ויהי בוקר יום השישי. ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם. וכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה. וישבת ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי. וקדש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon inchilanu. Zikaron lemahaseh bereshit kihu yom techilah lemikra'ei kodesh zecher l'tziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta Mikol Amim V'Shabbat Kodshecha Be'ahava Uv'ratzon Im Chaltanu Baruch Atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. And you drink it. It is juice.
Yes.
Okay. But now you have to finish it so that you don't spill it. There we go. And while you're doing that, I have to tell you that tonight, I hope, is one of those wonderful little lessons that I didn't tell him that, but you work hard, you learn everything, you stand in front of the community, and it turns out halfway through, they jump in and they support you, which is really the beauty of community, that even though you have to prepare for everything yourself, you don't have to pull it all off completely by yourself. It's like being part of the team. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom. Give each other a hug, kiss, fist bump. We'll see you tomorrow morning. We'll definitely see you tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Shabbat shalom. If you're joining us at home, you'll be able to unmute in just a second and visit with